Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. I got all excited then because I saw that it was 11:10. It was like, oh, it's nearly 11:11. Get myself into position. Happy Thursday. That's where we're up to. Okay, today I'm going to play with the Fairy Tarot, the Rider-Waite Tarot, and You Got This cards. I'm going to have a look into what's going on in our minds, what's going on in the heart. We'll look at what is kind of going on in the physical, and we'll see how the spiritual side of us is doing. It's 11:11. That was quite hard to get all that out. Okay, it didn't flow very well, Lucy. It was okay. Both sides, Divine Masculine. Oh, I'm just going to get you one card. Okay. Divine Feminine. This is for your mind space. And let's have a look. Divine Masculine, what's going on in your heart? Divine Feminine, what's going on in your heart? Physical. What are you up to in the 3D? Okay. Divine Feminine. And I suppose what you're up to in the 5D, spiritually. What's going on in the 5D spiritually? They're very close together, them two, weren't they? Okay. Divine Masculine, let's have a look. What's going on in your headspace? Queen of Winter. Strong, patient, self-sufficient and funny. Okay, Jazz. No, he's on a chair. It's uneven. He's having an itch. I haven't got the light on. Oh, Auntie's quite noisy outside. Okay, let me just go and adjust a few things. I'm going to close the window, put the light on, adjust Jasper's chair, and I will be right back. Okay. Hey! I was coming to adjust the chair for you. You're going to come onto my lap? Like immediately. Let's see how obedient you are today. Just have a little stretch. Come on in. Come on in. No, I'm not going to force you to. You can come down on your own. Look, I'm not even going to tempt you. Can you come down onto my lap, please? This is where the funny part comes in. Oh, Divine Feminine, you are funny. Come onto my lap, darling. Oh, it's like, no, you have no control over me. Okay. You're having a nice stretch, aren't you? You're going to sit there nicely? I've just swept all the floor and you're molting hair. Okay, what are we going to do about Jasper? Hey, come on. Good boy. Come down. Come down. Okay. What's on the Divine Masculine's mind is the Divine Feminine. He knows that she's strong, patient, self-sufficient and funny. Let go of people or things that no longer serve you. Now is the time to focus on your career. Unmarried or divorced individuals. So Divine Masculine, in your mind, you're really feeling as if you're Divine Feminine. She's not going to put up with no shit from anyone, and that includes you. You know that she's let go of people or things that no longer serve her. She's focusing on her career. Unmarried or divorced individuals, so she's taking care of her own needs. Okay. I'm going to have a look and see, what does this mean then? What do you think about this? Why are you thinking about how strong the Divine Feminine is? That's the card of surrender. It's basically really shouting out is that, are you as strong? You would like to think you are. But if anything, you have more of a conniving side to you. I feel here as if you may have taken like the mickey out of the Divine Feminine. You may have mocked her. And it does look like maybe the joke's on you, Divine Masculine. Five of Swords. Let's have a look at You Got This and see. It feels as if the Divine Feminine very much has this situation in hand. We know what we are, but know not what we may be. And I feel the Divine Feminine knew exactly who she was and what she was here to be, destined to be, and that's what she's gone after. Her pursuit for happiness. The pursuit of happiness. Okay. There is no way to happiness. Happiness itself is the way. We know what we are, but know not what we may be. And it's like a realisation of you, Divine Masculine, of the type of character that you are. Okay, so it does feel like the joke's on you. What's going on in your heart space then? Ten of Spring. Well, you're knowing that the Divine Feminine is alone. She's carrying all the burdens of life single-handedly. And this is like weighing on your heart. Ask for help from others. She may have asked for your assistance in the past, and it looks like maybe you turned her down. Maybe you wasn't, fighting for her cause. You wasn't in alignment for her cause. Being weighed down by too many responsibilities. Well, it looks like it's playing on your heart, Divine Masculine. The fact that your Divine Feminine is unmarried, maybe divorced, individual. She's taking care of her own needs, her own career, her own life. Okay. You know that she is the Empress. She is such a divine being. Admiration. You have so much admiration for your Divine Feminine. Okay, so let's have a look at You Got This. Let's get a card first. Why are these ones jumpy on the top? Well, you'll have to come out if you want to. I don't know what they are. So your heart absolutely admires and adores the Divine Feminine, but it's like the heaviness that you feel she's carrying alone, solo. It's like you're taking that on. We've got 3 cards here. Whatever you are, be a good one. Now, you know that she is a divine soul. She's very good at what she does. Okay. Setting goals is the first step in turning the invisible into the visible. You may have laughed at her future thinking, her goal mindset. But that was the first step in turning the invisible into the visible. So there's this, your heart knows that the Divine Feminine, she's one to follow. Your dreams can come true. And that's one thing the Divine Feminine never gave up on, was her dreams. That's what's going on in your heart for the Divine Feminine. Okay, well, let's look at physically then. 8 of Summer. You know that she's going to leave. She's going to be recognised. It's like she's going to be snatched up at some point. You've got the 8 of Summer. In the physical, you know the Divine Feminine, she has this desire for a more meaningful life. Relocating, it doesn't say that. You know that she could relocate at any point. Realising that it's time to move on and choosing to make major life changes. Wow, it is a feminine here. In the physical, you're aware that she's prepared to go off on an adventure the first sign that she gets of it. That's the physical. Returning. A love that's grown and matured. It's the character in the background who is walking around by this church here. In the physical, that's your energy, Divine Masculine. There's the energy of, I need to return before it's too late. It's very much, I've made a mistake. And I don't want to live with any regrets here. It feels like your heart and your mind is kind of already feeling the regret. We're getting another one here. You're going through the transition, Divine Masculine. And it does, you can feel that the Divine Feminine's on the other side. Is that why you're walking towards the chapel? Now in the Cups here, all the love has bloomed. It's blossomed. Now seeing as you're looking at the 5, and we have the 6 here, it feels like actually maybe marriage here. Let's have a look at the You Got This cards. Wounds can become wisdom with the right perspective. Okay, so are you still wounded or have you become wise? The transition should make you a very wise soul. Wounds can become wisdom with the right perspective. This is in the physical space, Divine Masculine. Look at all these wounds here. It led to your enlightenment. I want to say it led to your realisation. Keep your eyes on the stars and your feet on the ground. Eyes on the stars. Well, they are stars inside them coins. I feel like you're very starry-eyed, as if you see the potential now within the Divine Feminine. Keep your eyes on the stars and your feet on the ground. If you're kind of keeping your feet on the ground here, you could have got a bit lost in spirituality. We'll have a look at your connection with Spirit here, with the 5D. I did feel as if it was very close. It's like you're connecting in the 5D. It's just this 3D space that actually needs to be resolved. Let's have a look at this 5D. Yeah, you've got release. Wow. Don't see this card often. Card number 13. It's a death card. Let go of the past, an ending that makes way for new opportunities, and it's time to move on. Look at this peacock here. Well, it's like she has a peacock, and then there's a peacock just in front of her, and it feels very much Divine Masculine, as if you are mirroring each other. In a 5D, you can see how beautiful you both are. Not only are you adoring yourself, but you're adoring your divine counterpart. Look at the peacock here. I'm going to read this card. Okay, so this is kind of what's going on with you in the 5D, in the spiritual realms. Release. You can learn from your past and move forward, or you can be held back by it. This is true in every aspect of life, be it your relationships, career, or health. When an attachment to your personal history blocks you from progress and joy, it's time to release the past and go forth boldly in an exciting new direction. Often the changes coming into your life are anticipated or even welcomed by you. Although moving on can be challenging, the fairies want you to know that your future is a bright and magical one. Don't wait. Take your first steps towards happiness today. Wow. The beautiful peacock wings of our fairy and the white roses she keeps close at hand both represent purity and immortality. The additional meanings of this card: moving forward, the freedom to change, an ending that makes way for new opportunities, transformation and reincarnation. Okay, let's have a look, Divine Masculine. It's a heavy weight for you spiritually. Okay, so you are struggling to let the past go. And I want to say the past you. It's like you can't get over who you were. Your own behaviour. So, if anything, the topic of it makes your guards go up. It's like you feel this real big struggle with releasing. The pride, the ego is getting in the way here. Okay. Let's get one more. Maybe one more. The thing is that you know that your Divine Feminine knows this, that you're struggling. And it's to do with you connecting, excuse me, in the 5D. So you're kind of embarrassed of yourself. It's like, I feel like you have this awesome connection in the 5D, but that's where it resides. When it comes to actually addressing these issues in the 3D, like in the now, your guards go up. But it's like, you know, your divine feminine, she's too clever. She's onto this. So she knows exactly what's going on with you, and that you're, that was my ankle clicking then, that was quite loud. Someone give me a good boot under the table. It's the vulnerability of the divine masculine, knowing that the divine feminine can see right through him. Let's have a look. What came out was the Stalker card, but I felt it was the air, the energy of the divine feminine. All the signs, messages that are coming through. Telepathy here. So trying to get through to the divine masculine, his guards still go up. So it feels very much divine masculine, as if you're struggling with releasing this. Okay, let me, we're going to the fairies. I'm going to pull a card for you, divine masculine. Sorry, I've got to have a look at You Got This first. Let's have some coffee. So it feels very much, you know, the divine feminine's there. It's just you, divine masculine. Feels like you don't mind hanging out in like animal form and showing your true colours, but when it actually comes to you transforming, like this fairy is, with all the peacock feathers, into the divine being, and shining that really to the world. There's a lot here about feeling very fake. You're living a fake life. The comeback is always stronger than the setback. We see this card all the time. Okay. Life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. Yeah, I feel that when you find yourself, okay, you might not like what you find. So it's about recreating that. For one, the mental picture that you hold within your own mind of who you are, who you were. You need to see within it the growth and the lessons. Okay, so it might be quite a taxing time at the moment. A lot of weight on your head, heart, physical and spiritual life, divine masculine. But the comeback's going to be bloody strong, if the setback was. So the comeback is always stronger than the setback. Life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. Okay. So let's see what the fairies want to say. Moderation. Is there something you know you shouldn't be eating? This came up yesterday. This is about beating yourself up. You might not look like what you see when you look in the mirror. Well, wounds can become wisdom with the right perspective. Is there something you know you shouldn't be eating? Try to eat mindfully and healthfully, although the fairies say that a little bit of what you fancy is fine. Okay. Let's let the fairies do the talking. This card draws your attention to your diet and how the food you eat has a direct influence on your health or your mood. You could feel quite sluggish after eating, maybe a lot of carbs, or not I know much about this, right? But some food you eat, you feel really sluggish after. So perhaps you're consuming too much unhealthy food, or are drinking to excess, or know someone who is, because that can be draining on you if you're surrounded by people that eat unhealthily and maybe drink a bit too much coffee. Keep you awake. I was actually going when I said, let's have a coffee. And in my head it was like, a coffee solves everything. Not a kind of alcoholic drink, but let's just have a coffee. Why? Because having a coffee solves everything. So when it comes to food and drink, moderation is the key. We're all capable of developing either healthy or unhealthy eating habits. And it's important to be honest with yourself about this. How does the food you eat make you feel? Are you always trying out new food fads? Do you still feel empty after a meal? Eating excessively is a sign we're lacking in something else. A lack of love or feeling of being unloved can create false hunger. I felt this fakeness. Okay. If you feel you or someone you know has an eating disorder, then it's important to seek professional help so that a balanced relationship with food can be regained. Fairies can also consume human food, but by absorbing its energies rather than consuming it physically. Next time you're eating outside, perhaps enjoying a picnic, you may notice that your food tastes a little bland. This may be because the fairies are also enjoying your feast. The fairies encourage you to eat food that's fresh, pure, and ideally free of pesticides. Raw foods such as salads can give us extra energy due to the increased nutrients and vitamins they contain. It might also be worth exploring natural vitamin supplements, especially in wintertime. Okay, well, we're going to leave it there with you, Divine Masculine. Moderation. Shall we have a look and see what's going on with the Divine Feminines? Yes, let's. Divine Feminines, what's going on in your mind? You have the Five of Autumn. Reach out to others for assistance, poor timing for a career change, feeling challenged by money issues, but you're still managing to give. Interesting. This is a transition. We saw it come up with the Masculine's physical here. Five of Autumn. The Divine Masculine is very aware that you're handling all affairs on your own. Okay, and it's like he can still sense that you are still extremely generous. You don't let a little thing like money worry you. So reach out to others for assistance so that you're looked at as, let me just clear my throat, a muse. Others still come to you regardless of your situation. People like to come to you for assistance. Poor timing for a career change. I feel as if it's what's going on in your mind. You're not really too sure which direction to go when it comes to your mission work, as it feels that you're pretty much a good all-rounder. Okay, and feeling challenged by money issues in the mind, maybe. I don't believe you're going to really see that on your heart or in the physical space. I do apologise. Let's have a look at what the Rider-Waite wants to say about what's going on in your mind. I feel here you would like to feel that you could reach out to others for assistance, but you are kind of carrying the weight of, like I said, your affairs. You're carrying that on your own shoulders. But I do feel that doesn't stop you from assisting others. So going through the transition you are, I feel very much like your mental attitude is very strong. The Tower. So you've definitely had a change. It feels like you're through. You know you're on the other side of the Five of Pentacles. It's the Masculine here with his little bag. And it's the Feminine here giving the bread. Shino Treehouse. Okay, so we have the Tower. So seeing as we're talking about the Five of Autumn, Five of Pentacles, and we've got it on the Masculine side, excuse me, it feels like Divine Feminine, you still got your crown on. Divine Masculine. You know that it's the Divine Masculine who's maybe being struck by a stroke of bad luck. Okay, and then we have the Knight of Pentacles. So you're very aware that all good things come to those who wait. You know it's coming in. You know you're on the right path and that there's giving and receiving. Is the right method to take. Well, let's have a look at the You Got This cards for your headspace. Every day is another chance. It is, and that's what we do. We take one day at a time, knowing that all these steps, okay, will get us to our desired outcome. We just have to have faith and apply that faith. So every day is another chance for the Divine Masculine to come in, another chance for you to discover, to have some aha moment, to have some, with the Tower here, to have another realisation and epiphany. So having the Tower here, in like what's going on in your mind, it's very much, you're very enlightened. We're getting one more. A good laugh and a long sleep will cure all. So you're not really letting things get to you. It doesn't look like it's affecting your sleep. And you found the humour. The humour within the situation. Let's have a look at how this is on your heart. Two of Summer. So you're very aware that your true love will be coming, will be delivering news. Falling in love or making a serious commitment to someone. Forgiveness and the resolution of a problem. Don't give up. Your relationship can be healed. So you're definitely, you have this applied faith. Two of Cups in your heart, Divine Feminine. You know in your heart, don't give up. Your relationship can be healed. Feels like you're very much in love with life. Falling in love or making a serious commitment to someone. I feel that serious commitment that you make is first to yourself, and you'll be very committed to your Divine Masculine. Hi Jasper. 8 of Wands, this is in the heart. So you're receiving lots of downloads, messages. Your heart is continuously being topped up with beautiful, romantic, loving signs and synchronizations. Okay, I do feel like you have a good laugh. They don't keep you awake at night. They allow you to sleep nice and peacefully. And they're about your Divine Masculine. So you're holding this space for your Divine Masculine. Where's the You Got This cards, Jasper? Just sitting on the Masculine's cards. So looking at the heart space. Tomorrow you will be unstoppable. And every day is another chance. If it's not tomorrow, well, you're going to be even more unstoppable. If it's not today, then you're going to be even more unstoppable tomorrow. And if it's not tomorrow, then you're going to be even more unstoppable. It's like every day that you're apart from your Divine Masculine means you're a step closer to him. How exciting is that? We all have ability. The difference is how we use it. Okay. So this is you in your heart space with the Two of Cups. The Divine Masculine has the ability to love just as deeply. You know, Divine Feminine, you've had a whiff of it. You've had a taste of that. So we all have the ability. The difference is how we use it. And we can't control how another uses their heart. Okay, to what? Well, that's it. We're not in control of how another chooses to use their heart energy. Okay, well, let's get one more. Be there for others, but never leave yourself behind. And that's where you're at, Divine Feminine. You're there for yourself, but you're most definitely there for others. It showed up, first of all, with you being there for everyone else, but you're taking care of your own needs first. And you're there for your Divine Masculines, but you're not going to leave yourself behind. You are plodding along, singing your song. Let's have a look in the physical space. 3 of Winter. It's the heartache. The swords are out of the heart. Normally 3 swords are stuck in a big heart. And it says, reach out to others for comfort and love. You will grow stronger from this situation. Sadness that will heal in time. And I feel like you're there. And now you can be this kind of example to others. And got a bear coming out of a cave here in the physical. Okay, so I feel like it is up to the Divine Masculine to reach out to the Divine Feminine. He has that chance every single day. Okay, and if it's not today, then tomorrow he can tell himself he's going to be unstoppable. You have that faith and belief in the system. Okay. Reach out for others for comfort and love. I feel you're finding that within yourself, Divine Feminine, and also by you serving, you also receive that back. You will grow stronger from this situation, Divine Masculine, because the Divine Feminine has. And sadness that will heal with time. And it most definitely does. So let's have a look at what the Rider-Waite wants to say. The Rider-Waite says, lick your wounds. Okay, here you are, Divine Masculine. I picked this up in study time yesterday when I was reading about a chameleon. Flexibility, Divine Masculine. One of the traits of a pleasing personality, flexibility, chameleon, to be able to adjust to your circumstances, your environment. So in the physical, you're looking at this. Okay, King of Wands. So life isn't about finding yourself, life is about creating yourself. And I was going to say, and you did find yourself. Oh, Jasper, you nearly fell off the table. I was thinking about a quote I've got hanging in there, but I can't remember it. I want to, it's about being lost. How many cards do you want to throw on the floor? It says, oh, only when we're lost can we find ourselves again. Only when we're lost can we find ourselves again. Life isn't about finding yourself, life is about creating yourself. So after you've found yourself, it's time to recreate who you really want to be. Divine Masculine. Okay, let's have a look at You Got This cards. And so Divine Feminine, sorry, in your physical space, you had the Three of Swords. It looks like you've taken the swords out of your heart and allowed it to heal. The Divine Masculine's looking at your example here. Only when we're lost can we truly find ourselves. I think it said that. The quote. So, in the physical, he's been lost. Let's have a look at You Got This cards. But it's like you know this. You're physically aware of this, aren't you, Divine Feminine? Yes, because your Divine Masculine's nowhere to be seen. But you can feel him. Okay, and you can feel him getting closer. Come closer. Come closer. Ooh. Focus on all the good, Divine Feminine. That's what's going on. That's what needs to be done. Focus on all the good aspects of life, all the good aspects of this journey and how it got you and the Divine Masculine to where you both needed to get to be able to find yourself. And then here's this opportunity for you both to be able to recreate yourselves. Okay, you're already doing this, Divine Feminine. Enjoy it. It's happening. Let's look at your 5D connection, Divine Feminine. Got the Magician. You can do anything. Take charge of your life. You can manifest what you need to be a success, Divine Feminine. Wow. Got the Magician's energy. Look at you with all your power. You can do anything. Take charge of your life. You can manifest what you need to be a success. Divine Masculine. The Divine Masculine needs you to be a success. And that's really the key. But you feel like you need him to be a success. You're already on your way to stardom. The Divine Masculine sees that. The realisation is he needs you to be a success. That's the key that you can't miss out. That's why, Divine Feminine, you're this muse, like to all. He needs that for himself. Wow, okay. Looks like he's holding the Hermit's wand here. But now it's enlightened. Look at him, all the green, all in his green clothing. That's heart is drenched in this admiration. He needs the Divine Feminine to reach genius status. She's going to inspire the pants off of him. Then she'll let him get to work. Oh, it's 11:44. Calling all light workers. Let's do it because we've got the Magician here. Okay, we've got that Three of Swords that I spoke about with the 3 swords. Divine Feminine, you've taken out 2 of them swords out of the heart. There's 1 left to take out, and that's the Divine Masculine. This is what's going on spiritually. So you can have a look and see whether that one there is actually maybe one of these swords. Okay, you've taken out 2 of these swords without you even realising it, Divine Feminine. Okay, that last one is the Sword of Resurrection, and it's the Divine Masculine who needs to pull that out. Seeing as that's the 5D connection, Jasper, you're right by it. I'm so sorry. Like, he's so heavy. Okay, you're so heavy. You can't do this. Okay. I'm so sorry, guys. I didn't realise that he was so irritated by the microphone. He was so irritated by the microphone. So I feel like the bombardment of messages, okay, it's all a bit too much. He knows what to do, the Divine Masculine, okay. Right, let's look at this 5D space. Wise people are always learning. They're one of the wise ones, and he realises this. That's why you have to just be able to let go of the past. Without it, you wouldn't have become wise. Without a vision for your future, you will always return to your past. Now, it's the Divine Feminine who very much has the vision. Divine Masculine, you want to keep rerunning away from life, your past, from your experience. Without a vision for your future, you will always return to the past. Believe in yourself and you will be unstoppable. And as soon as you decide to do that, to believe in yourself, it happens immediately. Remember, every day is another chance. Tomorrow, you will be unstoppable. When you decide, when you believe in yourself, it can't happen before. Okay. There's a lot of you coming out, wasn't there, Divine Masculine? On the Divine Feminine side, she's already aware though, isn't she? Yes. Okay, then let's get a fairy oracle for the Divine Feminine. You've got pure intention, Divine Feminine, them dandelion seeds. Keep blowing those wishes. The fairy of manifestation will help you to use your wishes wisely. Manifest your heart's desire with pure intention for the highest good of all. And this is what your heart desires. The 2 of Cups. And you want that for all. This connection. Falling in love or making a serious commitment to someone. Forgiveness and the resolution of a problem. Don't give up. Your relationship can be healed. And that's your purest intention with the Divine Masculine here. And it does look like Divine is bombarding his heart from yours with messages. They're going, actually it looks like it's to your heart from the Divine Masculine. There's no doubt that you can feel this in the 5D spiritually. Okay? It's done deal. You're just waiting for the manifestation and you know that it's coming. So, okay, manifest your heart's desire with pure intention for the highest good of all. Including the knowing that your Divine Masculine is going to be very contented, happy, at peace, in love, and he's going to experience the best experience beyond his wildest dreams with you. And that's a dead cert for you. Okay, so let's read this pure intention. The fairies are usually very happy and willing to help us manifest our wishes, as long as these are both from our heart and not for selfish reasons. It's also important that your wishes don't impose on the free will of others, and that your wishes are for the highest good of all concerned, including the fairies. This means tuning into your inner wisdom. If it feels right, you can also call on the fairy of manifestation to supercharge your wish. Here's a wonderful wishing technique using dandelion seed heads, which are full of wishes just waiting to be carried into the air, fueled by your wise and wishful intent. Hold one of the fluffy seed heads to your heart and visualise your wish. Imagine that your wish has already come true. including your thoughts, feelings and emotions when the wish has been fulfilled. Then take a deep breath, fueled by your wish, and blow the seeds into the air. Know the wish seeds will be collected and protected by a sylph wish guardian, one of the many tiny fairies who dwell in the air. The sylph will take your wish to the Queen of Sylphs and ask her to manifest it for you. It's important to give thanks to the sylphs once you've blown your wishes away. The beauty of making wishes in this way is that you're also helping the plant to spread its seeds far and wide. Fairies too. Fairies too. we're blowing those, okay. We're helping to spread its seeds far and wide. And also the fairies, we're helping them to scatter far and wide. How awesome. When you help nature, you automatically assist the fairies too. So this is a wise way to create a win-win situations for them and you. And if you've got fairies all around you, Divine Masculine, how can you not believe in fairies? Signs are everywhere. You know it's about believing. Okay, I'm going to end on a journey of love. Just saw the card Devotion to the Small, and it's like where the Divine Feminine's bending over. Sounds so wrong, doesn't it? But she's tending to a seedling in the ground, okay? Devoted to the small. Okay, let's get we'll get a message for the Divine Masculine, or from the Divine Masculine. Let's have a look and see what comes out. That one's for the Divine Masculine, that one's for the Divine Feminine. Okay, Divine Masculine, acceptance. Card number 55. It's a big one for you. Acceptance. Acceptance of the journey, of the past, and acceptance of what is destined for you for the future. You have offered yourself, asked to be of service to the greater good, created something that you want to contribute towards a healing of our world. And your offer has been gratefully accepted by the divine. Know this and be at peace. This oracle brings you a message. You are completely received, accepted by the divine just as you are. There is nothing to change, just you to be. You have made an offering of a prayer, a sacrifice of an attachment, and a giving of a desire to be of service, to make a contribution to the world, and your offer is joyfully being transformed into the seeds of how this can best be. Your next step is about to begin. That's awesome, Divine Masculine. Let's read the poem. Shall we find some sunshine amongst the cloudy days, a gentle touch that softly warms and leads us on our way, past stately oaks and candles glow, and places we've never been, a friend to share the memories before it's home again. I feel this is what you're doing energetically, having these walks together. Okay. Divine Feminine, you've got contemplation, card number 69. Contemplating that number. Wouldn't that be nice? Okay. Yin Yang. Divine Feminine, within you there is a question arising. When you get the question right, the answer will be self-evident. But you have to plunge your consciousness deep within to find the right question, to articulate it clearly and understand what it is that you are really asking. That question within you is actually a divine gift of awakening. It is your future awakened self waiting to be found and calling to you too. Let the questions arise through dreams, dance, meditation, sleep, yoga, time in nature, swimming in the ocean, bathing in an aromatherapy bath, or receiving a hot stone massage. The question holds within it the next unfolding petal of the lotus of your being. This oracle brings you an invitation to enter into the mystery of your life and your being, and to allow the biggest question you can summon to emerge from your heart and be expressed through love. Your question may emerge as clear and shining, or soft and yielding, a question with no words, only feeling. Whatever truth emerges, let that be your contemplation. In response to that question, the next step forward will unfold before you, revealed in perfect clarity and perfect timing. This oracle brings you a message from your own divine nature. Come sit with me and breathe. I want to ask you something. I want you to ask me something. Together, there is a conversation that we are to have now, and there will be beautiful accord between us that overflows into all your relationships, bringing more understanding and peace. And what I'm picking up on is the communication that you've been receiving via the Divine Masculine. That your heart just feels like you've been communing. Okay. Together in this sacred space. Patterns break through the night in beams of light awakening. Memories of walking on sand, moments, waves replace, waiting for another passerby. Reflections, time to look outward in, to find those hidden spaces residing alone, waiting for a twin soul, waiting for myself. That's beautiful. I'm ending the reading there, guys. It's 11:57. Have yourself a fantastic day, and I will catch up with you soon. Okay, take care. Much love. Bye for now.